Iman,
Mm-hmm.
we're here in Echo Park, Los Angeles. You're homeless. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, where do I begin? I guess where I begin is homeless is a label put onto me by society. In reality, I'm still a man and I'm still human, and nothing has changed. I still eat food, I still sleep, I still wake up, and I still work. So start with there, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's a great start. But
Yeah.
I mean, nobody in this great country of ours should be without adequate housing.
That's true. Nobody should. We have more than enough money. I mean, just to throw numbers that I've had to learn over the past few months, just trying to defend my right to exist, there are 200,000 vacant units in LA and 70,000 people on the streets. Do the numbers on that. These real estate developers, they don't care about anyone. This word, gentrification, it's a real thing. They just buy up all of this property, just only a few can afford it, and then the rest of us on these streets. I work every day, but I can't afford $6,000 a month.
So you're working.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so what are you doing?
Actually, we started something really cool here in Echo Park, and the concept is people paying people. So through the donations and the love of the community that supports us, we're able to provide jobs here to not only myself, but like 12 other people that live in the camp. And right now we're organizing in the camp. We're gonna set up a tent that's gonna be the hospital. So we're gonna have like a head doctor, and we're gonna do basic stuff there. We're gonna have 2 kitchens set up there and there, because just because you're outside, it doesn't mean your lifestyle has to change. And once we build a system here, we could maybe spread it to other homeless encampments, right? Yeah. And then it's a connection of organization. So what just happened in Venice is they had a pantry tent, like we have a pantry tent, which is where we put donations, but they called it the free tent, and then the police raided the free tent and tore everything up. And that's because they didn't have any community behind them or connection behind them. So once we get organized here, we can spread that love and make Venice a sister branch, make Grant Park a sister branch, and then the city's really gonna have to start listening.
Well, so I'm on your side.
Cool.
And I've been pushing. In fact, I just did a video of sanctioned tent camp in San Francisco, the first one in San Francisco. They're common in Seattle and some other cities. So part of the reason, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you guys have been able to grow in a healthy way, and you're still getting harassed by police. So it's not like it's Disneyland all of a sudden, right?
No.
But it's because of the CDC guidelines, you can keep the tents up.
Actually, the reason why we're protected, that I found, especially in those beginning months when we were fighting all the time against the city, is 1, God's got us, and 2, the community's got us. And that's truthful and that's honest. You know, it wasn't any CDC law that had us. It was 60 protesters sitting down on a tractor, a mom and her baby in the stroller sitting down on the tractor.
Yeah.
That's what protected us. And this park, it's a safe haven, because if you look around, they can't treat us the same as they do an encampment at an underpass, right? Because remember, they don't view us as human. They view us as second-class citizens. So these sweeps, called the CARE Act, these little cute names they give it, what they do is, without any regard to the humanity living in that tent, just toss everything out and destroy these homes. But imagine them doing that here with Mary jogging, or you know, whoever with their baby in the stroller. They can't. So that's our protection, God and community.
Well, so I get that, but are you saying you're thinking Echo Park is long-term?
For myself, or?
No, for this tent community.
For homelessness. Well, the thing about homelessness is it's not a one-time shot. It's been growing. These numbers are growing. We're peaking, right?
It's going to skyrocket.
It's going to skyrocket. I mean, no one's even working right now, and then they got to pay back their rent. None of that makes sense. So the thing about homelessness is it's a nationwide epidemic, and it's part of the disease that's running our system. We have to re-elect a lot of officials, get them out, and change up some laws. So yeah, homelessness, I'm sorry to say, is going to be in the park for a bit. You might not see my face, but it's going to be in the park for a bit.
So like what I've seen in Seattle and what I've seen in Portland and other cities is they give you land. So you have the sanctioned tent area. So I'm just wondering, are you saying you think Echo Park here is more of a permanent thing? I think it's gorgeous, and I wish we lived in a world where, you know, housed people cohabitated publicly with unhoused people.
Oh, we're going to create that world. That's what's happening.
Okay.
That's what's getting created right here in the park.
Yeah,
right, for
that's
sure.
What I'm saying.
And I'm talking with love too. Like, it's happening, but there's a lot of this animosity and misunderstanding and wrong placed fear caused from watching that box too much. In reality, what's happening here in this park is a love-based community. Actually, we're about to build a community garden just right over there. That's
Yeah.
not just for the unhoused, it's for the housed as well.
Yeah.
So that is a reality that's coming soon because homelessness isn't leaving soon.
Yeah.
So that means love has to enter the equation.
So so you're answering my question because you believe this is a permanent installation.
Sure. Okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
So for me, and I don't see the city making this a permanent installation.
Uh-huh.
I just don't. I mean, but I've been wrong.
Oh, you mean through their guidelines? I see. Oh, you mean
yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
what if the city gave you a piece of land where they said, okay, here's community, we're even going to supply showers and we're going to supply.
No. Not only is that not going to happen, I don't even want that to happen because it doesn't look at the picture as a whole. It's 70,000 outside. First off, this is all sanctioned because the city didn't make it, right? God did, and He's sustaining it. And then second off, just because you put 30 of us in a sanctioned area or 100 of us or 500 of us, there's still 70,000 outside and growing. That's the issue. These sanctioned areas do nothing. And what I've learned in my experience is anything the city touches just doesn't work out that well.
I have to agree there. I was homeless out here 25 years ago. I've been working in the homeless sector, both as an advocate and as a case manager. And one thing is consistent is LA doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, they do too little, too late, and they always have the latest, greatest promise program.
And they name it such cutesy little names, but it's never true.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing in reality. It's like medieval what they do. And I've talked to some of these officials. They have no empathy or care. That's why it's not that they don't know what to do, it's they don't care to try to think of what to do.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing out here in Echo Park. We're actually solving it. We're doing what the community should do.
Yeah.
Mayor Garcetti took our showers. Okay, so we built the showers. Now we got more camp showers showing. Oh, what's that? COVID makes it so we can't eat at a lot of the places that had provide food. Okay, whatever. We'll build our own kitchens then. If the city won't do it, we'll do it.
I'm an old hippie.
Yeah,
And I love this. I came back through here a couple months back, and it's grown. And even today, walking around, I'm completely blown away at how clean it is.
Thank you.
You know, and it is amazing.
Well, look, that's actually one of the jobs we were able to create. We were able to pay the people outside to clean up the trash, not just ours, but all the trash. Because mind you, it's not all our trash, and that's just a fact. It's a big part, and the tents take up half the side. But we're able to pay people $10 an hour to clean up some trash.
Oh my gosh.
Through donations that come from the public.
And
Echo
how
Park
do
Rise
people-
Up, Instagram.
How do people donate?
We have our Instagram, Echo Park Rise Up, and I'm not good with technology and whatnot, but it leads
I'll
to
figure it out. Yeah.
it leads to a link tree, and it's the first time I've heard of that. But and then that link tree has other things you can go to. Yeah.
So going back to the 70,000, it's probably more like 80,000. They say 60,
Probably.
but and with COVID and evictions, it's even going to go crazier. There's not going to be enough housing. There's not going to be enough shelter beds. It just ain't. So the city should look at this model and do sanctioned tent cities in parking lots and fields or vacant lots.
Preferably places where a bathroom is near.
Oh yeah, well
That's
they
huge.
could bring in, and I'll show you the video I did where
All right.
there's bathrooms provided, case management services, because first and foremost, everybody in here should be housed. But since that's not going to happen, let's
Next
be real.
best option.
Right.
Let's not degrade humanity or a person's individual existence. Let's not make them feel like second-class citizens, right? Let's make outside living no different than inside living, right? We can keep it clean, we can keep it nice, and we can give people their, what's the word I'm looking for? Dignity. We can give people their dignity.
Dignity is important.
Yes.
And you all, I mean, we're sitting over here listening to Bob Marley.
Yeah.
People are dancing, you know.
Jaja.
It's a beautiful afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, many of you are working.
Yeah. People
keeping
paying
the
people.
Yeah, keeping the camp clean. That's an amazing model. It's totally amazing. What would you want people to know about homelessness that they don't know?
That not everybody in these tents are what your imagination thinks they are. In fact, we're people just like you, just trying to do our best. But the current system and the way in which the rules and power structures are set make it very difficult. At least if you care about Babylon. But if you out here with love, it's nice.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
3 wishes. God's already given me everything, and he always does. I ain't got 3 wishes.
Great response. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you.